Hello and welcome to LibTech Tools. I'm Rachel Hendrick, the editor and publisher of Choice, and I'm here with Gary Price, the editor of InfoDocket and ARL Day in Review. And today, Gary and I are geeking out on public transportation. We're looking at an app called Pantograph. It's an app that aggregates real-time data from public transportation APIs. And I just learned a new fact that Pantograph is that connection between the train and the overhead wires. And I'm just so excited to learn that, Gary. Thank you so much. But we're all going to be, you and I are going to be in Philadelphia later this month, of course, for ALA Annual. And are the buses and trains running on time?
Well, this is the app to find out. And of course, it's one of many apps to do it, let alone with the public transportation's own app. But you're right. I am, and you are, we're both transit geeks.
Love it.
And I'm also a huge real-time data geek. So this takes two of my loves and puts them together. As you can see here on the website, and by the way, as cool as the website is, it's even cooler or as cool on the iOS app.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do all these things on the app as well. So as you said, they're taking different APIs from different transit organizations, agencies around the country. You can see the list, what they have here so far. And they map it all and they give you all sorts of raw data. Yes, you can find out if the train is on time or not on time.
Not on time as usual.
But if you're a transit geek or you like real-time data, and I could see, and I've often thought that apps like this, like some of the flight trackers that we've talked about, these are also really good in a classroom setting to teach time, rate, distance, to teach geography. I mean, I think there's applications in an educational setting as well. But you mentioned Philadelphia, where we will both be in a couple of weeks. And here is the real-time map for the Philadelphia area. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Is what you can see. You can see here both the trains and the buses in real time. The icons will move every few seconds. You can click on one of them and you see where it is on the route. The trip started at 4:18 p.m. You find out the vehicle number, you find out the type of bus it is. You get all sorts of other geeky info. See if I can click on that. Well, we won't do that right now. And that's what it's doing. You can also, so there you go. You just, I don't know if you noticed the icons.
Yeah, they just moved.
You can also then, so here's the current map. You can browse by bus number or train number this way. And you get, it's telling you it's 4 minutes and 51 seconds behind, or it's 27 seconds ahead of schedule. You get all that data as well. You can browse by route. So here are all the buses and streetcars. Here is, for example, the train that is going, the train line going from Philadelphia 30th Street to Trenton, New Jersey. You can click on that. There you go. You get the schedule right there. The Temple University Jefferson Station, where that timetable, the Trenton, going in from Trenton or out or into Temple or out of Temple University. Some extremely geeky stuff that I don't understand either. Some agencies provide historical data. You can browse by vehicle type. I mean, it's just amazing.
Crazy.
But it's just really, and again, the type of data you can get for one organization, one agency in one part of the country, you might not be able to get from another, but it's looking at all of these agencies. We'll pick another city. Let's pick San Francisco. And again, the same type of thing where, here we go. Well, here comes all the data. You see all the trains, the Muni, the BART, it's all here. And so if you're a transit geek, if you're a real-time geek, if you're teaching maybe some basic the time, rate, distance, algebra, or geography. You know, the train's going from this city to another city. Tell me about where it's coming from or going to. This is a great tool for that as well. And it's
I
also very useful if you're just waiting for your bus or you're waiting for your train to find out where it is. So, you know, there's many different uses for it as well. We'll see, click on that. There you go.
I also think, Gary, when we were getting ready to record this, we looked at New England, of course, where I am, and it really just hit home the lack of transportation infrastructure we have in New England. That they're just
Well,
Boston, Philadelphia, Providence, and then just not a lot
well, there
else.
is more, right? But
But there
again,
is.
they're not participating, or they're not, you know, the developer does not have the APIs to bring it into this. I think, you know, this is a great example too, where you might, you know, if there's an API that's available that's not in here, and there are many, 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 you know, it's a sole proprietor guy running this database. You know,
Sure.
you might, you know, you probably could contact him and see what he says about adding your local your local agency. But
Fair
um,
enough. Like
it's
Worcester's
it's
not there.
it's super geeky, but it's also practical. So
Yeah.
Pantograph is the name. It's available for free on the web, and I think it's a small fee to download and use the app.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much, Gary. Very exciting.
Thanks, Rach.